What is it, everybody? It's ᔕOtaIᗩᒪ here, back with another video, coming at you guys with a quick tutorial on how you can improve your FPS drastically. We're going to be in vanilla Minecraft for today's video. So you can see right now, if I press F3, and if you're on a Mac and you don't have a Windows keyboard for it, you're going to need to press FN and then F3 for it to show. Right now we're getting about 100. F3 does take a little bit, so if we just do this, and we're getting about 120. So I actually made a couple settings changes that drastically changed this. Your settings aren't going to be quite like mine to start. We're going to get straight on into it. So full screen resolution, if you're really struggling, you can turn this down. I put mine just so I know that it's at 1080/60 right here. Biome Blend, you're going to want to put either to off or just 5x5, which is normally like 3x3 there. That is pretty fast. So graphics, you're going to want to put that on fast, obviously, and I can't even do the fabulous ones. I am on an M1 MacBook Air. You can turn off smooth lighting, especially if we're going to try to run shaders, which I'll be doing a optifine tutorial for as well. VSync, make sure you have this off. I had it on and I turned it off and I got a drastic increase, so I'm not exactly sure what it does, but I turned it off and it helped me out. GUI scan, that does nothing. Brightness, of course, you want to have that up. Mid-mat levels, I don't think this really matters. Distortion effects, this is like nausea, so you can either turn that off, but you're not going to get a whole lot of effects, so maybe you could turn that down just a little bit. FOV, this is like when you're getting speed or whatever. You can lower this, but your game's definitely going to be altered, so we can go ahead and just keep that. I'm going to keep that at 100 render distance. You can obviously lower this all the way to like 2 chunks. We're going to put it like 6. Max frame rate, I recommend putting on unlimited. You could also cap it if you just want it to be a steady rate. Unlimited view bobbing, that's like if you walk. So it's on right now. If I turn it off, I just walk. Like I'm like floating. You can see I'm just walking. I'm just like on ice the way I'm walking. You'll see I kind of take like a step, and it doesn't. The screen alters just a little bit. That's kind of personal preference. You can do whatever you want. We're gonna keep that on, and then of course indicator, that doesn't really matter. I'm gonna actually, let's try a hotspot. What does this do? It shows way down there. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna put that back in the middle. Clouds fast, you can turn them off. I personally like to see them, so I just put them on fast. So you have a toaster, you're gonna want to put that on off, but I'm gonna put that on fast. And then particles, make sure you have that on decreased or minimal. I have it on decreased. Entity shadows, that is like if you're going to throw a item out. So let me grab an item like coal or whatever, and I want to press Q. There's not going to be a shadow underneath that. Now there's no entity shadows underneath, so we're just going to leave that off. That might, especially if like a lot of items just laying around, that will definitely affect it a little bit. And entity distance, this just means how far you can see it from. So mine, I think the default's like 100, so we're going to keep it maybe there a little bit less. We'll put it at 75. So right now, everything's looking pretty smooth. We are just by that. We are at about 216. You saw that. It's going down a bit, but we were up quite a bit. So just from doing that, those couple tweaks, we are up a bit. Now it's back down, but there is actually one more trick that I'm going to be showing you guys. So you can go and quit out of Minecraft. In the latest release, I don't know why it's showing Forge for me right now, but you're going to want to go down here, and you're going to want to change this. If you have 8 GB of RAM on this Mac, so we're going to change it to about half. So that way it just allocates a little more RAM to your computer. So make sure you put that on more options, and you'll get that. So then let's press save, and now let's go ahead and play this version. So as you can see, we got 259. I lowered my settings like a ton. The more I press F3, the more it gets worse, but I went ahead and reduced my render distance. But if I turn it back up to 6, I also put the Biome Blend on fastest. So what Biome Blend does is that's like when, so you can see here we're going for like acacia to like this. It's not going to have like a smooth, you can just see it's very rough. The block goes straight from like the desert acacia type thing right to like normal grass. So that's what that means. It'll have a little bit of blend if you put it up to a blending setting. So that's why we have it like that. So 6 chunks. We're getting right now about 160, which is still up from about 100, which is what we had before. So that's definitely an upgrade for not having an optifine on your computer. Yeah, 230, so we're getting a lot higher FPS, and that's without the render distance being super duper low, like 2 chunks where you can't see anything. Help you out, and if it did, make sure you stick around for the optifine tutorial, which is going to help you guys out even more. The heck is this thing, dude? If this tutorial helped you out in any way at all, make sure you drop a like, subscribe for more content, and check out my other tutorials that may help you out, answering any questions you may have about Minecraft 1.16.5. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.